Hello out there and warm welcome to our session around the latest UX innovations in SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Very, very glad that you made it on this Friday afternoon for us and joined us. We are sitting here in a very cool setup at the SAP App House in Heidelberg, Germany. I have Chris with me. Hey, Chris.
Hey.
My name is Sinit and we are guiding you through today's UX session. One remark, or more likely actually an invitation, you can always interact with us using the Q&A tool. So make sure, please, that you let us know how your tech ed experience has been so far. Also let us know, of course, some questions, comments you might have. Make it as interactive as possible. And at this point, we briefly can say hi to our colleagues supporting us in the chat as well. Hi, Peter and Caroline. Thanks for joining us. They also let us know that they want you to send as many questions as possible, please. And with that, I think we can get started. Hope you grabbed a coffee, are comfortable. Let's go. A quick note on the legal disclaimer here. What we're showing in this session are aspects that are planned to be delivered in the future. And of course, these roadmap items are subject to change, and that change can be done by SAP at any point in time. But the thing we do not want to change is how your experience in SAP S/4HANA Cloud will be. You will see these four items throughout the presentation. Focus on that. What we want you to experience is you should be able to access our solution from any device, meaning that you are able to work whether you are using a desktop, a tablet, a phone, or even your watch. Your experience should also be consistent and delightful. So while you are working with our solutions, you should have joy and, of course, efficiency while you're fulfilling your tasks. And then we have the aspect of collaboration, right? You want to interact with your coworkers in your day-to-day. And last but not least, we want to make sure that all your interactions are also supported with intelligence. So this helps you to do your work in a smart way, saving time, reducing manual efforts. And then one note for our session today, when we are speaking about SAP S/4HANA Cloud, we always mean both. That's the public edition as well as the private edition. If there's a difference in availability, we will point it out directly. Let's look into the devices first. SAP Mobile Start is our native entry point for mobile devices. So it provides you with an iOS or Android app on phones, watches, and tablets. SAP Mobile Start integrates through SAP Build Workzone Standard Edition and can also be used to access other line of business applications or industry solutions of SAP. So imagine you want to make an approval on the go or just quickly check a business insight in SAP S/4HANA Cloud, like an insight into a customer project, for example. This is then how you would use SAP Mobile Start. It comes for free. As a customer, all you need to have is the entitlement for the SAP Build Workzone Standard Edition. And the same holds true for SAP Start as well. And this is what SAP Start looks like. You might want to call it the big brother of SAP Mobile Start, as it also provides a single entry point on desktop, and that's across all SAP solutions. So the main usage we see here is that customers that have multiple SAP solutions in parallel, for example, SAP S/4HANA Cloud, as well as SAP SuccessFactors, use SAP Start, where it then acts like an umbrella around the underlying SAP solution so that it provides access to you at one single place. So everything you need can be accessed through SAP Start, so you can get your work done in SAP. It allows you to search and launch applications, approve and access to-dos, such as open workflow items, as well as it gives you an overview of your business based on insight cards from the integrated solutions. And if you wonder how it works, SAP Start delegates you to the individual solutions to do your work. So let's say you are searching for an application. So on the top screen right here, you see the search field. For example, you're looking for an application to create a sales order. You would type it into the search field, and you will then be navigated to the right application in SAP S/4HANA Cloud as a new window pops up. Entry points aside now, let's have a look together at the latest improvements that make your experience in SAP S/4HANA Cloud more delightful. Starting with Horizon. Let's talk Horizon for a little while. Horizon has first been rolled out in November 2021 and is now the standard theme for all new SAP S/4HANA Cloud systems. We really like to listen to our users and our customers. And the feedback that we've gotten on Horizon is that the UI looks fresh, it looks friendly, it looks modern. All in all, the theme is well received, but there were some details which could be improved. And for that, as a result, we are now planning to bring some improvements to Horizon, and we want to share them with you today. So, when we introduced the Horizon visual theme, we made input fields a light gray color, you see it here on the left side, and the read-only fields were in a white color with a white dashed underscore underneath. And the users have told us that they find this very confusing. They would not expect to be able to enter data into a gray field. The feedback here was clear, we listened, and we now plan to swap the behavior so that the input fields are white, whereas the read-only fields are gray. You could see it right here on the right side of the screen. We also received some feedback on the buttons as well. Thank you, Chris. Users told us that the secondary buttons, which are gray in Horizon, were thought to be texts on the screen and not interactive buttons to be clicked on. Also, that these buttons didn't stand out really well when they were placed on a gray background. See it right here. So we changed this by making the secondary button white with a gray border. Yes, the secondary button is now white with a gray border around it. And you see this on the right side here. We also made some more smaller improvements to the other buttons. And here are some examples so you can get an idea of the before versus the after visualization. And then there's the My Home. Just like the Horizon theme, My Home is now the standard product homepage for new systems of SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition. So it provides easy access to all your to-dos. It lets you orchestrate your work based on your favorite pages and apps, and also your most important business insights based on KPI tiles and insight cards. For our private cloud customers, My Home is planned to be available for SAP S/4HANA Private Edition in Q2 '24. So please stay tuned for that. Now, without talking any more, I think let's run a quick demo, a video of the My Home, so that you can get to experience its full potential. There we go.
My Home leverages spaces and pages and allows you to orchestrate information, tasks, and applications in a single, efficient, and highly customizable page. It enables you to do your job with speed and agility. With the 2308 release of SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, we deliver UX changes to help you navigate the My Home page even more efficiently. We introduce a section menu so you can easily find and directly access all section functionality and personalize your My Home page quickly. Refresh your tasks to ensure you are seeing the most up-to-date information and enjoy the more intuitive section expansion. The focus will always stay on that section. Refresh the page and the section state defaults back to a collapsed view. One of the key advantages of My Home is the ability to personalize the page, even more so with the new release. Using the Manage News option, you can now personalize the system newsfeed based on your chosen line of business and opt to see news that require preparation. Just note that this option only appears if your administrator has enabled a Release Assessment and Scope Dependency (RASD) tool-based custom newsfeed. Previously, you could pin your favorite pages. Now you can additionally arrange the order of your favorite pages via drag and drop to create a structure that best suits your way of working. Of course, we have added new functionality to the Apps and Activities section as well. Organize your favorite apps by creating groups, by either using the Create Group functionality. You can also group apps via the App Finder, or quickly via drag and drop. But personalization does not stop here. Groups can be renamed, color-coded, and of course removed when you no longer need them. We also introduced the ability to add analytical cards from SAP Fiori Elements analytical list page applications. And when adding these cards to Insights, you decide which chart you would like to use to represent your data. We hope you enjoy the UX enhancements and new features for the SAP Fiori Launchpad and My Home in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition 2308.
Let's move on with collaboration. The shift to a hybrid working model in most companies makes collaboration tools and process efficiency more critical than ever before. Tools that support communication and remote work help build a clear process and collaboration. We help our business users to manage their daily activities in the work environment that is most convenient to them, supported by our collaborative ERP features in SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Before we go into the details, we hope you as an audience are already collaborating, not with each other for sure, but with us in the Q&A tool with your questions, comments and feedback. Then let's move on as one community. With Share as Chat, we allowed end users of SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, starting from August 2022, to share real-time data based on SAP Fiori Elements apps with their co-workers. No data is persisted on the Microsoft side, and the right authorization is always required to see the shared information in SAP S/4HANA Cloud. With no additional license cost, Microsoft Teams licenses assumed to be in place, the feature has minimal configuration effort and is available out of the box. Based on the positive customer feedback we got during the controlled availability phase in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, we just released the feature generally available in Public Edition as well as in Private Edition. Let's have a quick look how that feels for you as an end user, and for that I want to quickly roll the video. Hot off the press is the newest collaborative ERP feature, Share as Tab. As Share as Chat, it recently just got generally available in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition as well as Private Edition. It allows end users to collaborate directly in MS Teams channels, groups or chats through an embedded tab in MS Teams. Embedded tab means that you can access the SAP Fiori Elements-based app in Microsoft Teams while navigating and changing data within the app as you are used to it from SAP S/4HANA Cloud. From a licensing and configuration perspective, Share as Tab behaves in the same way as Share as Chat. There's only one additional thing required. You have to have the SAP S/4HANA for Microsoft Teams app in place in your MS Teams environment of your company for your end users. But this is considered a good investment because we will roll out all further collaborative ERP features through the SAP S/4HANA for Microsoft Teams app. I want to play here quickly a video as well that you get an impression of Share as Tab.
Start your activity on My Home and access a list of your sales orders. The app is based on SAP Fiori Elements list reports, and you can easily trigger the sharing. Select the Microsoft Teams channel for collaboration, and access the data in real time from SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, embedded in a Microsoft Teams tab. Using chat capabilities, you can efficiently collaborate with your coworkers on real-time data. Shared S-Tab is generally available in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition.
Finally, let's briefly touch base on the hottest topics nowadays, AI. End of September 2023, SAP announced Joule, the natural language generative AI-based copilot for SAP solutions. We are happy to have Joule already available in Substart with content of SAP S/4HANA Cloud in a controlled availability. Controlled availability means that customers can sign up and test out the feature in a kind of a controlled environment. As a next step, we plan to make Joule also available directly in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition. There, we target the following use cases. Joule supports you as an end user to ask questions based on natural language regarding documentation or configuration. Joule can point you to the source of the information, for example, on help.sap.com, and it gives you a summarization of the information for your convenience beforehand. Additionally, Joule supports you in navigating in the system, for example, in the area of sales, finance, and procurement, more areas to come over time. And finally, Joule helps you also with your business tasks. So basically, you can ask Joule how many purchase orders of we are currently in approval. Joule will show you a list of the purchase orders, and if you need to directly jump into the application, you can do it right there. As Joule is planned to be generally available in Q1 2024 for SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, we do not have yet a date for Private Edition. If you're interested, stay tuned. And finally, I want to show you how Joule play together with AI-based applications that automatically extract data from documents and applications that support you in filling missing data based on intelligent recommendations. Therefore, the last video for this session.
In his new role as an internal sales representative, Jones Davidson starts his day in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition on My Home. Using natural language, Jones interacts with SAP's digital assistant, Joule, to find out how to best create sales orders. Joule summarizes the best results and shows more detailed information with links to the respective sources. For example, like you see here, help documents, knowledge base articles, and blog posts. Jones decides to create the sales order directly from a purchase order file in PDF format and navigates from Joule directly to the appropriate app. In the app, Jones starts the process by uploading the PDF file that contains the information of the purchase order. The extraction of the purchase order data and the mapping into the relevant sales order data is done immediately by an intelligent service on SAP Business Technology Platform. Jones reviews the mapped data in the source PDF as well as in the data fields of the sales order and simulates the sales order creation. Checking the data once again for errors, Jones is ready to create the sales order in the system. and then moves on to other activities. Jones uses Joule again to understand where his business stands. Shows sales orders that could not be automatically completed. Just like before, Joule offers a summary, in this case of affected sales orders, and Jones officially navigates to the application to take necessary action. Starting with the first incomplete sales order, Jones reviews a list of issues that need to be solved. Jones can resolve some quickly, but needs support from the system for specified issues. Based on another intelligence service from SAP Business Technology Platform, the system recognizes patterns based on previous data entries or similar data sets and automatically recommends the best entry for the respective field. This way, Jones moves through the data and easily fills in the missing information. Empowered by Joule and the AI services from SAP BTP, Jones-Davidson understands what needs to be done best to complete important business activities and stays on top of his workload, thanks to auto-completion and auto-recommendations.
Excellent. We hope you enjoyed the experience so far. And with no further ado, I want to directly go to the remaining questions in the Q&A tool.
Perfect. Let's see.
Live Q&A.
Let's see what we have in the chat. Okay, we have a question right here. It says, how about communication with Confluence instead of Microsoft? Chris, you want to take that one?
I can take that one, Sinit. Excellent question, actually. Basically, what we do is we listen very careful to our customers and what they demand, and we heard the loudest demand for Microsoft Teams integration. We heard of Google and Slack as well. Confluence might be another option. Basically, we take that input, but we listen also to the influence requests in SAP Customer Influence, consolidate everything, and based on that insight, we address further collaboration platforms.
Makes perfect sense. Ooh, more questions coming in. Thank you for that. What else do we see? Oh yeah, here. What is the advantage of What is the advantage of S/4HANA Cloud compared to S/4HANA on-premise?
Sinit, also very good question, can be answered very easy. So in the cloud, you get the innovations definitely faster. We test it out in the cloud, and then selected innovations we bring also downstream to SAP S/4HANA on-premise.
Mm-hmm. We have a vote for another question that I see here where it says, what about the central Fiori Launchpad? Is it replaced with SAP Start?
Oh, beautiful questions in it. That is a question we actually hear a lot of times. So SAP Start is not replacing the central Fiori Launchpad. The SAP Launchpad service that is behind the central Launchpad has just been rebranded into SAP Build Workzone Standard Edition. SAP Build Workzone Standard Edition is the integration platform behind SAP Start, and SAP Start is only a pre-delivered site in Workzone by SAP, but you can also build custom sites in Workzone Standard Edition, and that would then be equivalent to what you have had in the past out there as the central Fiori Launchpad.
Perfect. With that, thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone.
Have a great day ahead.
Bye.